If you're a dog owner, you absolutely know the scene. You finally sit down to eat. Maybe you've had a long day, and suddenly you've got an audience. A very intense, very unblinking audience. It's one of those things that pretty much every dog owner on the planet experiences, but what's really going on there? Okay, let's get into it.
I mean, this just captures it perfectly, doesn't it? You can just picture this little beagle, Mango, getting into position, tilting his head just so, applying that maximum psychological pressure. And the look isn't even at the plate. Not at first. It's aimed right at you. It's this brilliant, calculated, and frankly, heart-meltingly effective maneuver that we've all fallen for.
So, what is truly behind that laser-focused gaze? Is it just, shameless begging for a scrap of food, or is it something a lot deeper? A kind of communication that's way more layered and, honestly, kind of beautiful? Well, we're about to solve this little mystery together. So first, let's talk about the science here. You see, in most of the animal kingdom, staring, that prolonged eye contact, is a challenge. It's a sign of aggression or dominance. But somewhere along the incredible 15,000-year journey of dogs and humans living together, that completely flipped. Dogs evolved to use a sustained gaze with us, not as a threat, but as this profound tool for connection. It's one of the things that makes them so absolutely extraordinary. And the key, the absolute secret ingredient to this connection, is a powerful little chemical called oxytocin. You've probably heard of it. It's often called the love hormone or the bonding hormone. It's the same stuff that creates that incredible, unbreakable attachment between a mother and her newborn baby. And believe it or not, that exact same chemistry is firing off right in the middle of your dog's dinner time stare. And this isn't just a nice idea, there is some amazing science to back this up. A huge study back in 2015 found that when dogs and their owners just look into each other's eyes for a while, both of them get a big surge of oxytocin. But for the dogs, well, for them, that increase can be a staggering 130%. So your dog isn't just staring at you. They are literally getting a chemical rush of love that deepens your bond. It's incredible. Okay, so it's about bonding. We've got that. But what else is going on when you're trying to eat your pasta? Because that stare, it isn't just one word. It's a whole sentence. It's a complex mix of instinct, of learning, and just genuine affection. So let's break down the 6 big reasons your dog is watching your every single bite. So yeah, it's this whole cocktail of motivations. It goes all the way from the super obvious, hey, can I have that? To these ancient pack instincts, and even a really deep emotional check-in. Let's dig into a couple of the biggest ones right now. All right, here's the part you might not want to hear. You probably taught them to do this. The author of the source material fully admits to giving their beagle, Mango, half a cracker, just this once. And that is all it takes. Seriously, your dog logs that data permanently. For them, the stare isn't just wishful thinking, it's a proven strategy with evidence-backed results. Every single time you give in, you're just proving their hypothesis correct. And then there's this other huge factor, sensory overload. A dog's sense of smell is, well, it's almost impossible for us to comprehend. It's up to 100,000 times more powerful than ours. So when you're eating, say, roasted chicken, your dog is experiencing this incredible, multi-dimensional symphony of smells. That stare, in this case, might not just be begging. It could be the most calm and composed response that can possibly have to being completely overwhelmed by an amazing aroma. But we really need to understand that not all stares are about food or affection. In some very specific situations, like with a rescue dog or an older dog, that gaze can mean something much, much more significant. And it is so critical for us as their owners to know how to spot the difference. And this is just so important. A rescue dog stare is often about them trying to find reassurance. They're checking to make sure this new, safe, stable life isn't about to vanish. The answer there, it's just time, patience, and routine. But the stare of a senior dog can be a serious health warning. If their gaze seems vacant or disconnected, or you catch them just staring at a wall, it could be a sign of canine cognitive dysfunction, which is like dog dementia. That is your cue to call the vet right away. Okay, so you get the why now, but maybe you'd still really like to eat a cheeseburger in peace, and that is totally fair. For those of you who want to manage this behavior, the good news is there's a really clear, practical toolkit you can use. So here they are, the 6 key steps. And look, number 1 is the absolute foundation for everything else. You have to stop feeding them from the table. But the other steps are just as important, like teaching them to go to a specific place or giving them a puzzle toy to keep their brain occupied. But honestly,
The real magic ingredient, the secret sauce, is number 6. You have to be 100% consistent. Remember, your dog has no concept of just this once. Now that we've got the tools, let's kind of bring this all back home. Because after you understand the science and the psychology and the training, you can start to see this whole behavior not as an annoyance you need to fix, but as something much, much deeper. Just think about that for a second. That look your dog gives you is the direct result of this extraordinary collaborative relationship between two totally different species that decided a long, long time ago that they were just better off together. It's a form of communication that literally does not exist with any other animal on this planet. And this, right here, just says it all, doesn't it? This quote just perfectly captures that beautiful and kind of hilarious mix that is the doggy stare. It's this profound declaration of, I'm here for you, a check-in, a statement of belonging, with a very practical, food-related question tacked on right at the end. So I'll just leave you with this thought. The next time you sit down to eat and you feel those eyes on you, what are you going to see? Are you going to see a pest that needs to be trained, or are you going to see your chosen partner in a 15,000-year-old conversation, just checking in to see how you're doing? The choice and the chicken is all yours.